Hey guys, this is Karthik Kantwal from Apex Finsav and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session consisting of nothing new here, the usual equity watch list and the index analysis. Now, before we start with the new trades, talking about today's trades in general, it was a good trading session for us. We had multiple target hits, if I'm not wrong. We had a target hit on Jubilant and one another trade. I had a lot of personal equity trades today. I had one on Sibla too, but still, all things considered, it was a good trading session and I hope the same goes for you too. On the index side of things, I suffered a slight red today. I had to book a loss because I was quite frankly caught by surprise, rather, by the news, the Supreme Court verdict that was to come today. I was not aware of that, so I took a long on Bank Nifty and I had to book a quick 110 points red trade there. But still, I managed to close the day in green, so no regrets over there. Now, what we have for tomorrow is again 5 trades, starting with Axis Bank. Axis Bank going by the higher high, higher low formation, and the current point or the current market price seems to be a deep retracement. It's already at the previous swing high and it seems to be wanting to break it all of a sudden, because if you look at the last couple of candles, it is strongly bearish. This happened after the 12 p.m. Yeah, that is where I had to book a loss on Bank Nifty too. Now, what I have for tomorrow is a long position at the next swing point of 450, stop loss at 445, and ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the second one on the list, that is Torrent Pharma. Now, Torrent Pharma is a really simple trade. As you can see from the chart, the time frame that we have is an hourly one, and of course it is a prior resistance at 2885, 2890. Other than that too, we had a high high, high low formation which had the previous swing high point of 2900, could not be broken, so it has made a sort of miniature double top if you consider just the microstructure of this one. So let's see what happens. We have a short under 2800, that is if you're trading the pattern or the structure, but because this is a pre-planned trade and not a live market confirmation based entry, what we have is a short at 2885 at the top, stop loss at 2915, and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the next one, TVS Motors. Now, TVS Motors, it was in a trading range, as you can see from the chart. The rectangle highlights the range and it has broken the range on the downside. So now what we're going to do is enter a short position at the lower ceiling of the range, which is now resistance at 465, stop loss at 470, and simple ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the next, Maruti. Maruti, similar like Torrent Pharma, invalidated high rise and high low formation. So now we are going to enter a short position at the nearest quality supply zone, which also happens to coincide with a resistance level and near a swing high point at 7100. Stop loss at 7190, 7180, and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the final equity script that we have is TechM. TechM, we are going to go for a long position because this down move that it had, I believe it was there just to fill the gap, and after that it saw a strong up move. And this seems to be a corrective measure, but still role reversal confirm karke it can go up again. But if it has a deep retracement, then 850 seems to be a really good entry point for longs. We're going to go for a long at 850, stop loss at 840, and ideal targets 1% on the upside. Coming on to what I trade a lot, the indices, Nifty and Bank Nifty. Starting with Nifty first. Nifty had a quite a slow trading session today, but it has managed to slip under the 50 SMA, which it was taking support on, as you can see, since the origin point of the trend or the Fibonacci. Once it crossover happened, and it was taking the support of 50 SMA since multiple trading sessions, but now it has finally slipped under it, and even the moving averages 50, and now these are 50 and 100 really simple moving averages. So the moving averages are converging too, which means that the trend is more or less exhausting. But let's see, it's Nifty, so we can be caught by surprise tomorrow, and it's Wednesday. But to be honest, I'm not expecting a lot of action tomorrow since the expiry is day after tomorrow. Let's see. I would like to go long above 11,975 and short under 11,900, or for aggressive, ping pong trades in the middle of that price area. Coming to the option chain, I have resistance immediate at 12,000 with 318,000 added contracts. Significant resistance at 12,100, pretty far away, with 240,000 added contracts. On the support side, I have immediate support at 11,900 with 570,000 added contracts, and significant support at 11,800 with 531,000 added contracts. So we have a big range as per the option chain, but the price action going by the zones that we have, we can catch good breakouts of this because it's a pretty narrow trading range. So unless and until वो gap में cross है, if it's a live market breakout, you can make really good trades out of these zones. But let's see. Talking about the PCR, that comes out to be at 0.95, which is pretty aggressively bearish. So let's see. But they're option buyers. You never know what's going on in their head. Now moving on to the next index that we have, Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty do just like Nifty. It has managed to slip not just under 50 but also 100 SMA. So it's a bit weaker than Nifty, I would say, right now, because now it has 2 hurdle points, and if I consider the zone 2, we have 3 hurdle points to cross, and if I consider the option chain, we have 4 hurdle points to cross before it it starts making significant up moves again. Also, if you look at the structure formation, then it has invalidated the previously existing high rise and high low formation. So be slightly skeptical before taking aggressive longs on Bank Nifty. I took a long here on Bank Nifty today at 23,800, 11:45 ka, before I actually realized it 12 p.m. verdict, and then it was postponed to 2 p.m. So I had to book a loss under that zone. I booked around 110 points ka loss after scaling into that position, averaging a bit and waiting. But still, learned my lesson. I should keep a bit track on the news too. Anyway, let's leave that. That's a story for another day. For tomorrow, I would suggest ping pong trades, aggressive for aggressive traders, ping pong trades between 23,600 and 23,200. If you want to go for range break trades, then above these are very zones, long about 23,600, short under 23,200. Coming to the option chain, we have immediate resistance at 23,500 with 327,000 added contracts, significant resistance at 23,800 with 430,000 added contracts. On the support side, we have immediate support at 23,400 with 128,000 added contracts, and significant support at 23,000 with just 29,000 added contracts. Let's see how it goes for tomorrow. The call riders seem to be a bit more aggressive on Bank Nifty. If we compare with respect to that on Nifty, it's pretty much balanced. Nifty seems to have some strong support on the option chain, but Bank Nifty really does not have any right now. But let's see how it goes. The PCR comes out to be at 0.92, which is a bit less bearish than Nifty. But again, option buyers, you never really know what's going on in their heads. That is it for today, guys. These are all the charts that I had for you guys. As usual, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment something nice, obviously, and press that bell notification icon too. And of course, if you want all the charts, the watch list, trades, everything, do check out the Telegram channel at @ApexFinServe. And there's a notification for the Telegram channel too, I guess. Make sure you have turned that on, because we post everything there before the market opens at 9 a.m. I hope you have a really good trading session tomorrow. Now, if my wishes have actually been doing any good for you, you should have really consistent trading sessions this entire week. But let's see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good night. Bye.